This life is not about you, all right? It's about impacting others. Are you using your gifts, talents, and ability for the rest of humanity, for a deep, sincere love for humanity around you?
It all speaks for itself. Grinding in silence, ain't nothing to tell. When we step on the court, we gon' bring it to light. And we stop and pop like we caught it a light. Stop asking what's wrong with me. You already know there's a dog in me. And there's no stopping my focus, man. Make sure all my people gon' ball with me. Yeah, I came to compete, I'm a dog with it. Yeah, I came to compete with my paws in it.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Compete Mentality Podcast. It's your boy, Jordan Delks, JD. And I'm so excited to be here with you guys today. I want to announce that this off season, I messed it up again, Matt. It's not this off season because we're, yep.
You can just restart.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Compete Mentality Podcast. It's your boy, JD, Jordan Delks. So grateful to be here with you today. If it's your first time, welcome. I want to hop right into it. I want to talk about the off-season with some of my pro, NBA, WNBA, overseas professional players that were new to Compete Training Academy and our process of developing your skill set and your mindset here this off-season. And I want to talk about 5 different individuals here. And I'm going to go one by one and tell you what makes them special and what I learned from training them. So really, guys, I want to encourage you, all of you listening, you have a light to shine. You have something special about you. You have a unique design. There's a lot of things that people can learn from what you do. And are you living a life that is shining your light and living in your passion to do this? Because the 5 players that I'm going to talk about today, just by being around them and their energy, rubs off on me. It rubs off on the people around them. So I want to thank them. And the first player I want to talk about is Chase Aldish. Chase Aldish played at Northwestern University. He just signed an Exhibit 10 contract with the Washington Wizards in the NBA. And I learned so much from training Chase Aldish. I took a trip to New York and trained Chase Aldish for 3 days. We dove into our skill set. We dove on the court, and we dove into our mindset in the classroom. And this young man has a very, very bright future on the court. But this young man is a genuine good person and great dude that loves basketball. And I love Chase Aldish for the person that he is. And what I learned from Chase, like literally when I think of Chase Aldish, I thought of the beautiful metaphor of being a lion and a lamb, all right? That's in the scriptures. So we are supposed to walk in humility of a lamb, but also have the confidence and boldness and courage of a lion. And I pity anybody who's going to guard Chase Aldish or be guarded by Chase Aldish because he's a lion. He has that tenacity. He has that compete mentality on the court, but at the same time off the court, and this is what makes the great one special, and this is how I know he's going to be great. He's a genuine person. He asked about my family. He was humble. He didn't think that more highly of himself than he ought to, and that rubbed off on me. That made a huge impact on me, and it was an amazing 3 days in New York training Chase Aldish. I want to talk about Tyreke Key. Tyreke Key, he played at the University of Tennessee this past season in the SEC. And Tyreke, we trained a lot over the summer, and he drove from Terre Haute, Indiana to Marion, Indiana. It's about a 2.5-hour drive, multiple times a week, all summer long. And his commitment to training, to growing his mind and his spirit was second to none. I don't know about you, but driving 2.5 hours for your training, I've never done that in my life. And that really rubbed off on me. That really impacted me greatly. Tyreke Key is committed to the process. Tyreek Key is committed to growing on the court and in his mindset. And I want to ask you today, listening, how committed are you to your craft? You want to be great like Tyreek Key? You got to commit to the process. It's going to be tough. You're going to have to do some things that people, if you want to go where no one else goes, you got to do things that no one else does. Like drive 2.5 hours to training sessions like Tyreek Key. Tyreek Key can shoot the daylights out of the ball. And I love his shot. I love his game. I can't wait to see what he's going to do overseas this year. I want to talk about workout sessions with Chelsea Perry and Bria Goss. Chelsea and Bria have both played in the WNBA and overseas. And these two individuals, every time that I walk into a workout and walk into a gym with them, they make those around them better. Their attitudes are positive every single time. And also at the same time, when it's time to lock in and compete on the court, they're going to rip your throat out. All right? Chelsea and Bria have greatness inside of them, and I can't wait to see what God has in store for their careers. But every single time I train them, I leave with more energy. Every single time I train them, I walk away a better person. Every single time I train them, not only do they push each other, but they push themselves. And they know it's them versus them. All right? They're not comparing themselves to anybody else's walk. I love that about Chelsea and Bria. Okay? They know that they're one of one, and they know their identity and who they are. And Chelsea and Bria, I can't wait to see what's in store for their professional careers. I want to talk about Rob Finney. Rob Finney, Lafayette native, and IU Hoosier and Cincinnati Bearcat. And Rob is a guy who's fought through a lot of adversity in his career as well, coming off a knee injury. And I want to really shout out Rob for when he came into workouts, his mentality coming in was one, to consistently improve. Are you committed to constant improvement in your life? Being 1% better every single day. That's what Rob came in. When I was talking to him, he said, man, I'm just here to improve. I love that word, improve. Constant improvement, 1% better every day. Are you doing that in your life? Or are you being stagnant? You need to look yourself in the mirror right now. Are you going to be like Rob Finney and be committed to improving every single day? Now, I want you to look at yourself and say, do I have the right team in my camp to get better, 1% better every day? Maybe you got to hire a coach. Maybe you got to hire a mindset coach. Maybe you got to hire a trainer to get 1% better, all right? And that's what the great ones do. They know they can't do it on their own. I can't do it on my own. I got 3 coaches that I pay every single month to get 1% better every day. Where are you spending your time and energy? What does your calendar and bank account look like? Your calendar and bank account tell a lot about who you are. Do an audit of your calendar and bank account. Where you're spending your time and money. That tells me a lot about who you are. The 5th player I want to shout out is Kelsey Barlow. Love Kelsey Barlow. Met him at Purdue University when I was a manager for Coach Payton. He was playing at Purdue. Highly successful professional basketball player. And I remember training Kelsey, and I'll never forget our post-workout conversation about yoga. And Kelsey committed. That's what we say all the time at CTA, to treat the game like a pro. And a pro, they understand that the hour or 2 that they spend in the gym, or 3 hours, whatever it is that they're in the gym, is just a small part of the puzzle, small piece of the puzzle. Because there's yoga, there's your nutrition, there's taking care of your mind and spirit, and all that's tied together to becoming a great pro. And I'll never forget talking to Kelsey about yoga and how yoga, he was telling me, changed his career. Not only did it help make his body feel good, but he said it just helped me slow down. He said, Kelsey, slow down. And he said adding yoga into his routine just helped him kind of center himself, helped him get present in the moment. and that yoga for him was that space, and I love that. So I want to challenge you guys. What do you got to add in your life where it's that kind of reality check? Man, I got to slow down right here. I got to get present in the moment. Is it yoga for you basketball players and for anyone? Yoga is a great practice. It's great for your mind, body, and spirit. Maybe it's stillness in a daily time where you can go to a certain spot in your house and you can just be still and meditate and breathe and do breath work. Breath work has been a game changer in my life. Literal breath work, focusing on my breathing. That has been a game changer for me. Maybe it's getting an accountability partner to meet with on a weekly or monthly basis where you two can come and share and be vulnerable, be real about your struggles, and that you can lock arms with somebody. Maybe that's what you need. But Kelsey Barlow, thank you for sharing that with me about you using yoga to just slow down. And so my challenge here to close out this podcast is to slow down. Slow down, guys. What 2 to 3 things can you eliminate right now out of your weekly schedule? What 2 to 3 things can you take off your list that you can delegate? I've had to learn that the hard way. As the owner, the CEO of Compete Training Academy, delegation, okay? I'm a type A coach and leader, and I got my list, and I like doing things a certain way, but delegating and handing things off to people has been a game changer for me. That helps me focus on what's important. That helps me focus on the truly great things that I know I'm good at, that I need to be spending my time on. The 2 or 3 things that I know that I need to be spending my time on to grow my reach. The 2 or 3 things that I need to be spending my time on to grow my business and my impact and shine my light even brighter. So, thank you, Chase Aldige. Thank you, Tyreek, Chelsea, Bria, Rob Finnessy, Kelsey Barlow. My new pros that came into Compete Training Academy and dove into Dream Season mindset training this off season. You guys rub off on me and to those around you in a mighty way. And I want to encourage all of you guys, as you're listening to this podcast right now, that there's something about you that makes you special. And I know this because you are one of one. I know this because you are from a royal bloodline and DNA of the King. And when you live in your unique design, this is how you shine your light. This is how you make an impact and transfer energy to those around you. So, as I leave you on this podcast today, I want to challenge you guys to dig deep, to take care of you. I want to challenge you guys to understand that this life is not about you. All right? It's about impacting others. Are you using your gifts, talents, and ability for the rest of humanity? For a deep, sincere love for humanity around you. If you want to grow in your mindset, I'm here for you. I want to make that invitation here today. Do you want to dive in and realize your purpose at a deeper level, maximize your potential? Do you want to get out of the rut that you're in? Do you just want to find the dream that excites you, that keeps you up at night, that wakes you up early in the morning before your alarm? Are you living a life like that? Are you living an abundant life and having an abundant mindset? I want to help you with that. Reach out to me. Social media, send me a DM. Website, competetrainingacademy.org. Send me an inquiry. I want to work with you. Inquire today, competetrainingacademy.org. Always remember, competing is doing what God calls you to do, even when it's hard. Love you guys. Keep going. Make today great.